Hey, what's up you guys? It's Leia here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Leia. Nice to meet you. Today, oh, I thought somebody's coming. Today we are going to be, hold on, let me scooch all over. The symmetry.
It's me. I don't know what to say in these type of videos.
I don't know why you even do all that. Like, nobody even told you to record. I don't even remember the last thing I said, y'all. We're just gonna jump into the video since I really don't know what just happened. So yeah, y'all, today, as you can see by the title of this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys about how I realistically lost 30 plus pounds. I'm gonna give you guys the real deal, how it happened, how long it took. Like, a lot of people I be seeing, y'all have seen a lot of videos before I had even started my journey about how it only, oh, let me look at the camera, about how it only took 2 weeks, you know, the quarantine 2-week workout, or it only took me a month to lose all this. Like, no it didn't. It did not take you that long. And we are going to get into the real tea of, you know, I mean, you know what, maybe it did, everybody's different, I don't know, but for me personally, it took longer. So yeah, y'all, I have a couple notes here, so if y'all see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, I do want to start off by saying, like, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not no fitness guru. Well, not no fitness guide person who knows everything about fitness and food and all this other stuff. Why is this so badly tangled? I'm sorry, y'all, but why is that so bad? Oh my goodness. This is bad. Like, look at that badass tangle. Look at that. Okay, that's not the purpose of this video. Anyways, yeah, y'all, it took months. I'm not gonna lie, it actually took a couple years because I've been trying to lose weight. I was trying to lose weight since I was like 17, 18. Like, when I was like finally becoming aware of my body and what it looked like and stuff, I finally just decided that I wanted to make a change and lose weight. Now, prior to, y'all, I used to play sports. I used to do gymnastics when I was younger, like elementary school type, and went to middle school, played basketball, high school, played basketball, quit basketball junior year, and didn't do anything after that. So that was like the end of my, you know, sports journey and stuff like that. But I was playing basketball consistently for about 4 or 5 years, like all throughout the year. I was doing summer league, so AAU summer league, and then I was doing rec, which is right before school ball, and then back into AAU, and then rec, and then school ball, and then, you know, that continuous cycle for like 4 or 5 years. So even in that, I was still gaining weight and still not really, like, I mean, yeah, I was like basketball fit, but I wasn't fit how I wanted to be, you know, like physique wise. I was, you know, good stamina and could play a whole basketball game type fit. I started going to the gym with my dad in the midst of, you know, working out, and I mean in the midst of basketball, because he was like my basketball coach for AAU and stuff like that. So we were going to the gym. He was teaching me how to do workouts and stuff like that. Even prior to, like, before he even got a gym membership, we was doing workouts in the house. Like, my dad was very much a, you know, get kind of physical kind of person, very much upkeep, healthy, you know, all that stuff. So he was, you know, teaching us how to work out and stuff like that, and how to work out in the gym and stuff. We go to the gym with him. When I say we, I mean me and my brother. So I already had an idea of how to work out and stuff like that, and, like, you know, good ways and stuff like that. But that was a kind of in and out thing, because even when I quit basketball, I kind of just didn't really want to do anything anymore. I needed a break. Like, after 5 years of just consistently going, I just wanted to take a break and just not even worry about my body. I was also, this was also around the time of COVID and stuff like that. So when I was a junior, COVID hit junior year, March, like literally the week of prom, but we're not even gonna get into that. So COVID hit in the midst of all that, and, you know, now we're quarantined and nobody's really going nowhere and stuff like that. So that's when I really started to gain weight, y'all. Like, I really wasn't doing nothing. I was just eating, sitting in the house, not doing nothing. We couldn't go nowhere. Like, I was going to my boyfriend's house periodically, but I mean, there was really nothing to do. And a lot of people took that time to transform and, you know, take that time to look into themselves. But I was 17 years old. I didn't know what. I was just trying to chill. I just saw that as a break. Shoot, you know, I feel like most of us high schoolers just seen it as a break. Dang. In the midst of all that, and, you know, TikTok and all of that kind of, like, getting really big and stuff, body positivity became a really big thing. And I honestly kind of fell into it. I really stopped being so hard on myself about how my body looked. Like, I really decided, okay, this is just who I am. Like, this is how I was born. This is how I was born. This is how I'm going to look. And there's really nothing wrong with it. I never really had, like, bad confidence issues. Like, yes, I always wanted a flatter stomach, which was my biggest problem. And my thighs a little bit because they would always, like, rub together. But ultimately, I just decided to tell myself, like, this is my body. Like, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going to trip. Like, I'm beautiful. There's nothing wrong with me. So I didn't really feel like, I didn't have that motivation to get in the gym anymore. I just didn't really care anymore. So one thing that I can say about that, though, is just because you accept it doesn't mean that your wants are going to shift. Let's say it like that. Just because you accepted what's going, or just because you accepted the reality, it doesn't mean that your wants are just going to shift. You're just going to be like, okay, well, I mean, I've accepted my body weight, so I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like, that's just me. But I just kind of kept looking back and kind of like, I also got into this bad habit of comparing myself to people, especially during this COVID time, because like now we're all online. Like, that's all we have. All we have is online. I wasn't seeing nobody in person at all. Actually, I was only seeing my boyfriend in person. I started comparing myself with all this pretty skinny girls and smaller girls who, and like, yeah, like, it was just really, really bad, y'all. It got really, really bad. I'm not gonna lie. The comparisons, I was like, it wasn't like, I was gonna say it wasn't to the point where I was hating myself, but it was low. Like, I have journal entries and stuff where I was reading where it was like, I was pretty low. And I don't think anybody really knew about that. Like, around COVID time, it was just a really hard time. And then like, I ended up losing my mom, so it was like even worse, and everything just, we're not even gonna get into all that, but it was just a really tough time for me, honestly, mentally, physically, everything. Like, I finally decided, like, okay, I'm gonna start working out. Like, I felt like I seen myself like getting bigger. Like, my weight, my midsection was getting a lot bigger. I wasn't as small as I was when we first started COVID. Like, I noticed that I had gained some weight, so I was like, okay, well, now I got to do something about it. So I did do the Chloe Ting thing. I did jump in and try her workouts, and I can't say, and I did start going back to the gym with my dad, and I can say that I did see some sort of change, a small one, but because I didn't stay consistent with it, once again, I was really battling with consistency. I only worked out for like 2 weeks. I was working out twice a day for 2 weeks, and of course I'm going to see a change, like, you know what I'm saying? But then I kind of didn't, and I seen the change, and I was proud of myself, and I was like, okay, I can go back to my old ways. And I started like eating bad. I stopped really working out as much. Like, I just thought that, okay, once I did it and once I got it, like, it was gonna stay there. No, that's not how it works, you know. I honestly started feeling like it was impossible for me to like keep weight off. Like, I honestly just felt like I'm just gonna forever like get big, which ultimately started getting me into that mindset of accepting, once again, like, it is what it is, you know. Like, I had just told myself I wasn't gonna keep trying anymore. Like, I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm just gonna keep gaining weight. I just kept seeing that scale go up. To see that I had gained so much weight, it really set me back, and it really made me like, and to see also what I look like it's not always about the weight, but it's about the weight distribution. And the way the weight was distributed onto me, I didn't like it. I didn't like how it looked. I didn't like how big my stomach was. I didn't like how big my face was. I didn't like how big my thighs were. I didn't like a lot, okay? And one thing about it is that if you really don't like something, you can change it. You always have the power to change something you don't like or don't want in your life. Finally, we're in school now, and I'm in college and stuff. I'm still like a little bigger and stuff. And when I decided to go to college, I decided that I was going to do better, like, fitness wise. I was gonna do better with eating, because I know that my eating habits was not good at all, and we're gonna see that later. I stopped, actually, I started cooking a little bit more, but I was still eating the same. I'm not gonna lie. By the middle of spring semester, I was weighing like 185 at this point. And I seen it because my roommate had a scale, and I just didn't like it. Like, I just didn't like it. I was consistent in the beginning of this semester, and then I stopped because I was like, like, balancing school and the gym, like, and life. I want to go out and live. And it wasn't really, I should have stayed in the gym, to be honest. I wasn't missing out on nothing. Literally, I didn't miss anything. Like, nothing big, extravagant, life-changing happened to me just because I went out to a couple parties. And then, you know, like I said, it's middle of spring semester, so then I got into that fight with my roommate. And in that fight, like, I was so sick. If you guys also, like, I have a story time on that if you want to see it. I'm gonna link it right there because I want to do the little card thing. So it'll be a card right there if you want to watch that story time with me and my roommate horror story. But yeah, during that time, I didn't have any type of appetite. I felt sick, y'all. Like, I felt like there was no even, I probably ate like a meal a day, to be honest. Like, I was not eating much at all because it was just horrible energy between us. I can't even say like it was her, it was both of us. Like, we were just pushing horrible energy towards each other, and it wasn't good. So finally, by the time that we had like convened all that and like killed all the negative energy, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I went to weigh myself again, and I had lost 10 pounds from the fact that I was not eating anything, y'all. Not gonna lie though, that should be a negative thing. Like, that's not how I would choose to lose weight, or how I would choose to lose those 10 pounds had I gone back. But that is ultimately how I did. And I can tell you guys that it did motivate me to get in the gym and start losing weight, because it showed me that I can lose weight. My biggest problem was that I thought I couldn't lose nothing. Finally found out I could lose some weight. So I was like, okay, cool. Y'all, that really pushed me into getting into the gym and stuff like that. So I want to kind of talk about like the balance in life in between that, ever since like taking the gym and my health consistently. So prior to, like, as y'all seen, like, I was 17, 20 now. So that's the whole 3 years of trying to figure out like how I'm gonna even get there. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's a different path for everybody, y'all. Like, it just takes time. You just have to really like get into it. So finally, when I started getting into it, I started seeing what I want to see, but it took time. I had not gone through everything I had gone through and stopped and started and blah 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 and all that, I wouldn't have been here had I had just started my weight journey now. I wouldn't have, because I needed that kind of stuff. I needed that learning to be able to get to the results that I do now, that I have now. Now, this is, like I said, I started taking it at the end of, so this was like end of March, early April, is when I like started going to the gym every day. I stopped buying snacks. I started like consistently working out. It was easier to keep going to the gym towards the end of school, because like it was kind of just a little more chill. Like, yeah, even though finals and stuff like that, but it was just a little more chill semester. Like, I didn't really have to, I was leaving like literally the last day or that Monday of the semester. I think I had like one test. So it was pretty chill vibes. I didn't really have much to like stress about or anything like that. No hard finals or nothing. So it's easy for me to kind of keep going to the gym and stuff like that during the like end of spring semester. Coming to summer, I came back home. Of course, I'm going to the gym. I'm working, going to the gym. At first, the first half of the summer, I was just going to the gym. That's literally all I was doing. And then the second half, I ended up getting a job. So I was working out. I was going to work, and I actually got a job like not too far from my gym. So I would go to work and then go to the gym, or go to the gym and then go to work. Now we're getting into school and the gym, you know, back in school now. It's August, and I'm still trying to keep my consistency because my birthday's coming up, and I'm trying to stay, you know, I'm trying to look good for my birthday. Like, I already had plans. I knew where I wanted to go, you know what I'm saying? If you see that birthday vlog, there it goes again. Birthday vlog right there. Balancing the school and gym, like I said, wasn't as difficult. Like, even with the new semester, like, it wasn't as hard to balance. I would kind of just, you know, make sure I went to the gym before or after class. Sometimes I would wear gym clothes because I would go like right after class ended and just go ahead and go to the gym and get it out the way since I'm already out, you know, type thing. But you really, like, the biggest thing about it is you really have to make the gym a priority. Like, if you really, really want to have this, you know, specific body, or, you know, have these specific goals, stuff like that, you really have to make it a priority. Like, just like you're making sure you're going to school every day, you have to make sure you're going to the gym every day. It's just the same. Just like you make sure you're eating every day, you have to make sure you're going to the gym every day. It's just the same. Like, you just have to put it in your schedule and schedule it. Like, you can't be knocking it out. I know you be canceling plans, be like, oh, I have class at that time, let's do it another time. Like, okay, I'm going to the gym at this time, you know, so either do it before or after, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was doing. I was telling people, like, you know, we'd be like, okay, let's have group study sessions and stuff like that. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going to I'd make it scheduled after the gym. Like, you know, so I'd make sure I have time. I always make sure I had time. So then I ended up getting another job while in school. At the end of school, I worked at this job once again for like a month and a half or so. Really, it was like a month, to be honest. And maybe like 2 months. That was not easy, y'all, because that was I was working 8-hour shifts, 4 days a week, and it was like right after school. Like, it's an 8-hour shift right after classes. Like, y'all, it was nice to go to the gym. So it's like, I understand, like, sometimes it's very hard. Like, I was trying to go to the gym on the days that I didn't have work. Like, I would go to class and stuff, but that was also really hard because it's like, dang, like, I just want to go to sleep, you know? And I honestly did stop going to the gym for a little bit because finals and stuff, it was not easy to balance at all. And I ultimately just stopped going. and took a little break. And then finally, when I decided that I was going to leave, you know, I came back home and I've been going to the gym ever since. So now we're at now. Today is Wednesday, February. I don't know why I was thinking August. It's February 15th. What the hell? Currently I'm 143 pounds. I weighed myself today, actually, like when I went to the gym. The lowest weight that I have been was 148. That was my lowest weight. I'm currently not at my goal physique, but I'm still, you know, working at it and stuff. I have way more confidence in myself. I can't tell you guys that. Like, I have way more confidence in myself mentally, physically, like in my capabilities, like to do things. Like, I honestly have so much confidence in myself that it's great. Like, it's built a lot of love for, it's helped me build a lot of love for myself and a lot of appreciation for myself. And it's also helped me in other things in life. Like, when I tell you guys, like, the gym is an ultimate, it's a big thing. Like, if you could stick with going to the gym and you start seeing results, like, you can do anything. Like, let's think about that for real. Like, you stuck to the gym. Like, I hear a lot of people say, like, I give a lot of props to people who stay in the gym. It's like, because it's hard work. Like, you have to literally, you just have to make it your life. Like, you have to do it for yourself, to be honest. I kind of want to touch on food a little bit. Once again, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that, but I kind of do want to share like my tips on food and stuff, because I was kind of somebody who struggled building a relationship with food. Prior to, I would eat a lot of snacks, literally. I would eat a bunch of snacks. I wouldn't eat any meals. I would drink a bunch of juice. I would literally never drink water, unless absolutely positively need to or necessary. I was binge eating. Like, I would eat to the past, I don't know if it's binge eating, but I would just eat past the point of full. Like, you're supposed to eat so that you're not hungry anymore, not to the point where you're full, because when you're full, then you're held down, you're sluggish, you're just like, you're full. This is all research that I've seen, like, and I don't know if I want to go through the extent of like finding the research and linking it down below, but do your own research. I would definitely say you need to do your own research on food and stuff like that. Like, ultimately what I did is I researched what fat was, what weight is, you know, what a pound is, what, you know, what are calories, you know what I'm saying? And like, ultimately I just learned that, and I still, you know, tell you to do your own research, but I learned that, I think it was a pound. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna insert the right stuff right here, but a pound is 2,500 calories. I just ultimately would just look at the calories of food and stuff like that, and just understanding like the more you eat, the more you have to burn off. So it's like, and also eating when necessary, like not just eating just to eat, you know. Like, I would just eat when I'm bored, you know. It's like thing, I would just go get a snack when I was bored because there was food there and didn't know what else to do, so I would just go eat. It's a bunch of bad habits. I know a lot of people talk about macros and meeting protein intakes and stuff like that. All these, I mean, you probably do need to meet your protein intake, but I mean, I ultimately feel like you just need to pay attention to your body. Like, you just need to know, like, you know what foods are good for you, what foods are not good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, do some research, because I feel like that's kind of common knowledge. Like, you know what's good and what's not good for you, I feel like. Well, maybe not everything. Do some research, ultimately. That's my biggest thing. Do some research. Like, if you really want to get into this stuff and really want to know what's going on, do some research. You know, it's not going to hurt you. I would say moderation is a big thing. I want to tag this girl. Her name is Trusted the Brat on YouTube, but I'm going to tag her video down below because she helped me with a lot. Like, it was another realistic, she was like the one realistic video I seen. She actually helped a lot with like her like saying about moderation and the juices, switches and stuff like that. Like, that was like, I just needed to see that, because ever since I started moderating, like ever since I heard it, it made sense. So I was like, dang, I did eat a lot. I was just eating just because, like, I need to start moderating and actually looking at how much I'm eating, what I'm putting in my body, and all this stuff. And she helped a lot. So I'm definitely gonna link the video down below in the description. I just really started focusing on calories and just making sure that I knew what I was eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't just eating blindly. So I started drinking more water, stopped buying juice. I stopped buying snacks. I didn't buy no snacks. I made meals. Like, that ultimately forced me to get up and make meals. That was like, that was a lot, to be honest, y'all. Some nights, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't eat though. Because some nights I just didn't feel like it. Like, some nights I was like, oh nah, like F it, and I just didn't eat. But don't do me. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Do as I say, not as I do. I kind of want to end out this video with some tips that I learned and that I want to share with you guys. about this whole weight loss journey and things like that. I want to start off by saying everybody is different. Like, please, y'all, please do not compare. Like, if you're comparing already, you need to learn how to stop now before it gets bad, because it will become obsessive. And I'm telling you this from a perspective that actually went through it. Like, it's so negative and so damaging. And comparison is the ultimate killer of joy. And I tell myself that every time I compare. It's the ultimate killer of joy, y'all. Like, please just dive into yourself and appreciate what you're doing for yourself and your own progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't look at anybody else. Work on improving yourself and you're going to be okay. You're ultimately going to get where you want to be. With the gym, go when you don't want to. Like, it's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to do, easy to say, but go when you really don't want to. Like, even if you're sitting there trying to convince yourself, like, oh, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can just go tomorrow or something like that. Like, just go ahead and go. Like, just get up. Like, just stop thinking and just okay, whatever. I'm just gonna get up. Like, now I will say Sundays, you know, I wouldn't say be super hard on yourself about that though. Like, if you know you put in like a good 3-4 months or whatever, and you kind of want to take a day off, like, don't be on your back about taking a day off. Like, don't be beating yourself like, oh my god, like, you're such a da-da-da. Like, be nice to yourself, you know? Like, would you be doing that to somebody else? And if you do, you need to look at yourself, because what the fuck are you just bringing that hate for? But, you know, like, be nice to yourself, be gentle to yourself. With this food thing, if you have a bad day, if you didn't get the weight up that you wanted to get up today, be nice to yourself. Okay, I'm gonna get it up tomorrow, I'm gonna get it up the next time. If you ate too much today, okay, dang, I kind of ate too much. I realized that, and I'm going to do better tomorrow. And tomorrow you eat better. But, you know, just be nice to yourself. Like, don't beat yourself up. You're learning and you're trying, okay? You're trying. Keep improving. I would say set mini goals. I set some, like, when I say set mini goals, like, I am personally like working on strength. Like, ultimately want to get strong. I want to tone my body. Yes, I don't know how people say tone your body, but you got to lift heavy to tone your body, honey. Okay, you got to lift heavy weights. You got to be willing to fail. You got to be willing to drop that weight, babe. As once again, somebody who was very scared to get rough and dirty with weights and to get, well, not to get heavy, but to drop the weight, because I was just scared. But and to make a commotion and to make it to make it seem like I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go heavy. You gotta go hard. You gotta push yourself. I'm sorry, like, it's, if you want to see results for real, like, even if you don't want to be muscular, because it's not even about muscles for real, you have to go hard. Like, if you want to see any changes in your body, like, this is not just, okay, I'm just gonna do, like, no, you have to go heavy. You have to give yourself some sort of resistance, some reason to fight. I'm doing monthly maxing, making sure that I'm increasing my maxes, you know, so that makes me push hard every day, because I'm trying to get up in the max every month. I don't know when I'm going to completely max out. We'll see, whenever, if that happens. Or you could do day-to-day mini goals. So, like, if you're running on the treadmill and yesterday you stopped like 3 times or whatever, you know, you caught your breath, you have to catch your breath 3 times. Okay, today when you're on the treadmill, try to catch your breath twice. Try only stop twice. You know, and the next day, okay, try only stop once. And the next day, try to keep going. If you're not there and you ultimately have to stop, okay, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just try again the next day. It's a work in progress. Like, just understand that you're really trying. Like, as long as you're trying, you're going to get there in due time. Trust in timing. It's going to happen when it's supposed to. Something is better than nothing. I do want to say that, like, if you, like I said, do have days where it's like, oh, nah, I'm just not feeling it. That's not what I want to do. Something is better than nothing. I would say go to the gym and do some cardio for a little bit. Or I feel like for me personally, like, even when I'm like, I don't want to go, I know that once I get there, I'm going to want to push hard, because I just don't want to seem weak in the gym. Like, it's a thing for me, but I use it to my advantage, you know? So, like, if I go to the gym, I'm not going to look like a weakling, you know? I'm not going to look like I don't know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So if I go to the gym, I'm going to push hard. Like, even if I don't feel like it, I'm still going to do it, because of how I want to present myself. To be honest, like, I don't want to look like a wimp. And then the last thing, show up for yourself. Like, understand that this is time that you're taking to better yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with giving yourself some time, even if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. If that's all you can scrunch out of your days, and you can only go like 3 days a week, an hour, 3 days a week, that's totally fine. You're just doing that. And if that's just how your life works, that's how your life works. You're still going to get the results that you want to see, and you're managing what you're eating. You're still going to get the results that you want to see. You just, you know, just stick with it and just show up for yourself, and just understand that it's worth it. It's so worth it. Like, just falling in love with yourself is so worth it. And if you already love yourself, you're falling back in love with yourself, because it's like, it's just a whole nother thing, to be honest. I swear by the gym. I love the gym. I don't know if I'm gym rat, but I love the gym. Now, I don't want to say I'm a gym rat, because I be wanting to leave. Like, it gets to a certain time where I'm like, I'm ready to go. But anyways, y'all, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to say thank you if you made it all the way this far. Thank you so much. I'm gonna work on looking more towards the camera. I'm so used to like looking to myself, and I understand how it looks in film, and I'm so sorry, you guys. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, subscribe if you like, leave a comment if you like if you like. If you have anything that you want to share, any tips, any tricks, any questions that you may have, please leave them down below in the comments, and I will definitely respond to them. I'm pretty good with responding to comments. So you know. But yeah, y'all, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.